the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi Cancer, and welcome back to Pure Guidance. Let's go ahead and take a look at your reading for the month of June 2020. Ooh. For this, I've already meditated on your energy, Cancer, and pre-shuffled the cards. And if the cards are falling out in groups, that's totally okay because they are pre-shuffled. And so what we have here is the Five of Swords. I feel like the universe is ready to give you whatever you're searching for. Five of Swords, Six of Cups, Page of Cups, and a Hanged Man. Got it. So let's lay these cards out and talk about the different messages coming across. And how this reading works is I just let the cards kind of talk to us. We'll continue to shuffle in just a second. Let me just take a look here for you. I feel as though the stressors of your past are kind of relaxing and easing up here for you. I feel like the energy, if there was a struggle, all right, it's going to ease up here in the month of June, especially from the past. I feel like it may have been something that may have caused a lot of anxiety on your end. It may have shown up in your dreams. This is something that caused a lot of mental frustration. And this is, with someone you have known for a while now, or a long time. Could be someone from the past as well. But there is an ease of energy now, because Page of Cups, Hanged Man is also here for you, which is kind of telling us that there's a surprise that's going to happen in the month of June, which is interesting. So we kind of start off the month of June a little bit shaky, which is what the Five of Swords is also reflecting here. It's that energy, that coupling between Gemini and Pisces, right? Venus in Gemini is going to square Mars in Pisces June 2nd. So before the Mercury retrograde happens in your sign, Cancer, in June, around June 17th to 18th, there is a pre-shadow phase, right? It starts as early as the first week of June. And so what happens there is this subtle energy where there is a hint of frustration, but that's going to ease out. Mercury is going to go retrograde in your sign. And what that allows for is emotions, a lot of emotions being felt by you and by the other party. So if you're dealing with someone who may have caused a little bit of dis-ease, this period, this Mercury retrograde in your sign is going to add a lot of clarity and depth to this and allow for a shift in perspective. So something to be revealed, right? You're a water sign, Cancer. And so what that allows, so when Mercury goes retrograde in your sign, in the element of water, it's all about the emotions. It's all about heart, right? People who used to think with just, being logical, being practical about certain things and very realistic, they are going to have this opportunity to take a deep dive with you. So as you do this, and you do this really well, if there's anyone, you are the king or queen of this. This is the roller coaster that you can handle, but not everyone else can. But this will be an opportunity for all the other signs as well to take a deep dive, just as you will be, and gain some depth and understanding to things that may have not made sense before. Perhaps it's trying to understand, why was I acting like that? Why did I say those things? Why did I do what I do? Or what I did, why were my actions, what were they actually reflecting? So there's that, and it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in your subconscious mind. But like I mentioned, there is a surprise on its way, so I feel like it is Gemini season, right? People will begin to now open up to you. Conversations are going to take place, a lot of exchange in why something may have happened. That's going to happen. So conversations, be ready for that, however they may be, and be ready for the messages that are making their way to you. It will allow for some increase in momentum. Knight of Wands is here, and Knight of Wands is like just this really energetic person, ready for the next phase of life. And looks like here, the Knight of Wands and King of Wands following through is highlighting how you might be ready for the next phase of your life. You're ready to make a decision, and it's going to be very pertinent to this past event that may have happened or occurred. And it will allow for some goodness, goodness to happen. Nine of Wands. Okay. Yeah, looks like you're making a decision. Could be with a specific, like a friendship, relationship. I don't think it's your career, although for some of you it might be, but I feel like there's this shift in energy that's going to take place, and it's going to be a bit more calming and relaxing than what it may have looked like in the past here for you. Ooh, and there you are. The Chariot represents your sign. And it's beautiful as it ends the reading here for us too. Under the deck, Ace of Cups, the Moon. Let's talk about this. So looks like in the month of June, specifically by the second week, there is a very important decision that's going to be made. It may be made by you and could be someone else. So if you have a fire sign in your life, perhaps they're deciding upon something, but I do feel like this is coming off strongly as your own energy, Cancer. And the King of Wands is representing, it's representing this place of pure fire energy that you have as a result of finding alignment with the other party, perhaps, and this newfound friendship, relationship, whatever it might be for you, is allowing for ease to come into your life. An ease of perspective, the shift of perspective, allowing an ease of, that restless mind turning into excitement, ready for the next phase, kind of a thing. There's this great, the King of Wands represents this protective father figure, okay? His emotional maturity is high, and as is yours. Like I said, you're the king or queen of that, right? And so where you stand is domineering, yes. You do have an influence on other people, yes, but this comes from a place of being quiet and listening, because now the response you're getting from other people is they're saying what you knew they were going to say. They're just going to come out, flat out say it to you. And you're going to be in a place of just knowing, like, yeah. And they may come to you with a bunch of emotions. They're just overflowing. It's like a roller coaster within them, but you are stable. That's what we're seeing. So there's strength, a huge, great strength within you that you'll find. And I feel like, so there's forward movement. Six of Pentacles is here. It's an ending of a very difficult period. For those of you who were just giving unconditionally to help support other people, we did see that in your previous reading, right? A lot of support being given to your friends, your family, but now what's happening is the appreciation of what you just did. That unconditional giving is now being returned to you. So they are the ones kind of giving back now. They're the ones saying certain things, revealing things to you that they weren't before perhaps, but now it's going to be like, got it, okay, this is what it was, this is what it is. And it shows that you had faith in perhaps that friendship or relationship, whatever it might be. The issue that you may have been dealing with, you had the power to be resilient, and as a result of that, it's being paid off, right? Your courage, your trust in what was, is being paid off in the now, in the present. And in the present, where you're also going to find towards the end of June, Eight of Wands in the Chariot, you're going to go on a journey. There's an adventure that's waiting to happen for you, Cancer, and that's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. You're coming into your power here for oh, your birthday season is going to be amazing. As we transition into your sign towards the end of June, there is this huge sense of knowing. There is a power. Like I said, you're coming into your power, Cancer. You're going to have all the strength that you need over your emotions, over directing, your actions and how things are kind of shaping and mapping out. There's a lot of control here, Cancer. I love it. I love it here for you. The Chariot, not just, that it represents your sign, and it really is coming across as your energy right now, Cancer, but also, the Chariot has other significant items to it as well. Chariot represents travel, It doesn't have to be literal travel where you're hopping on a flight and moving, or, you know, going on a journey of some sort, although some of you might be, right? If you are in a position where you need to be of service, yeah, you might be that person who's hopping on a flight and going somewhere. But this can also be traveling of your thoughts, right? Them achieving a place, you know, there's like a flight of ideas, right? Flight, shift in perspective. Thoughts are becoming, they're traveling, they're gaining, they're expanding, and it's leading to greater success. There's this beautiful drive and your want and need to be bold. Like I said, you're coming into your power, and that is really going to help shape out your future and your destiny the way you want it to be. Huge driving force towards the end of your reading. And I feel like your birthday month, boom, that's when you're going to see a lot of goodness in your reading, Cancer. I love it. Ace of Cups underneath the deck here for you as well. So let's go ahead and talk about underneath what we're also seeing here for you. Before we do, we're also seeing the Moon card, right? Which holds significance. I should mention June 20th to 21st, new moon in your sign, Cancer, is going to be very significant. So pay attention to that. That new moon will be a chance for you to also plant those seeds, plant them right? Ace of Cups represents birth also. Birth of an idea, love, a creative part of you wanting to now come out. That's also being seen here. And, sorry. And so, this will be just a very interesting period. Not just it's a new moon, but it's a new moon solar eclipse. It's this 2-year Cancer, Capricorn eclipse series that's now coming to an end. So this one is the second to last. So it's going to be major. I feel like sure endings might be happening, but there's a huge focus on something new, a fresh start even. And it's going to be powerful and add a lot to what is. 7 of Wands, Tower underneath. Significant changes. A lot of signs are experiencing this, but for you, I feel like your life is going to take shape and form in a very different manner than it has up until now. That is what we're seeing here. 2 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, and we're going to stop there. This is... Okay, I'll just address this too because you... Yeah. Okay. Significant changes here for you, Cancer. 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. I feel like things are going to balance out, specifically with your finances. If things weren't so before, it's just going to look a bit more sturdy and solid now. The other thing we're seeing in your cards is 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Devil, 4 of Pentacles. We just mentioned Capricorn as well, which is what that card represents. This there's this been back and forth, right, between Cancer and Capricorn, and that may have also surfaced as lies and deceit for some of you, or the fear of lies and deceit, although there weren't any. But some, you may have faced that. Other people may have lied about something or tried to, get away with something by telling you something, trying to get away with it. But all that is now going to come to an end. That's what the cards are saying. So if you were experiencing that, I hope this gives you a sense of relief. It's going to come to an end, finally. For others, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if it's not you, what this means is if you're dealing with a Capricorn in specific or another earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, there is a movement away from anxiety, fear, fright, that kind of an energy, a movement away from thoughts that may have felt like they were, caging you into being somewhere where you didn't want to be as a result of being in a relationship or friendship, any sort of communication with that person. So that disease, right? Dis-ease is what I'm talking about, is going to now kind of fade, which is great. It's not something that you're going to end. It's not like you're ending the friendship or something. No. It's just that's going to go away because it's not you. It was them. Just saying. It wasn't you. You were great. You were really supportive like we saw in your earlier reading. But now it's just like things are going to settle down And that's lovely. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna see yourself as coming into your own power around your birthday season. And that's going to be significant. All right, let us complement the reading with a card from the universe. For this, we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. And let's see what the message is here for you. Ooh. Yeah. Storm fields. But you know, it's beautiful. Actually, I'm going to read out the description for you of the card. Before I do, just go ahead and take a look at the illustration. See what it means to you before I say anything. I kind of see two birds taking flight, and I feel like that's what this relationship is about to undergo. It's going to be different for everyone, but I feel like you had some differences with someone. But now the both of you can take flight away from the storm. That's what I'm seeing. So the quote that goes with this card is, "This too shall pass." Okay? This too shall pass. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you have left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Right? Specifically, if you don't talk to that person about what is bothering you or what is not right, it will never be resolved, and it will be a pattern that will repeat itself, and you don't want that. So what we saw in your reading is that they are going to understand that they need to speak up and tell you what's going on before it becomes worse. So that's what we're seeing. Nothing you have to urge. Don't ask them questions like, hey, what's going on? You can, you don't, but you don't have to is what I'm saying. Instead, they're just going to come to you and come clean. So, but for those of you who never questioned them to begin with, I feel like a lot of you already have, but for those of you who didn't, this card is for you, and it's saying that just ask that question and then stop. You don't have to nag them about it. No, they will come to you. They will come clean. So, pent up energy. Oops, one moment. I lost the page. All right. Pent up energy needs release, just as a storm in nature must break, for these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs up things and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive, rather they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. I like it. It just clarifies the whole reading for you, doesn't it? I think so. Kind of like what we were focusing on up until now, and boom, you get clarity. I think this is the card right here. Action. That's what we saw. We saw the Knight of Wands. That's action right there for you. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to come into your power, then you're going to take action. Might not be in June, might be in July, might be to the end of June. Sure, it's going to turn out differently for everyone, but makes sense. That's why we got this card. So, it says on the bottom, stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. That's exactly where you're going to be owning up to by the end of June, and going into July, it's going to be boom. Your birthday season, your beautiful, magnificent energy, life taking shape and form, and you are also, taking right action and allowing for that to happen. Totally. So let's read that out. Today, I will focus my energy on moving forward without hesitation. I will get things done. My head and my heart are moving in the same direction. I won't waste energy worrying about what ifs and who says. I will rise up, feel my power, and be happy. Nothing can hold me back. Nothing can hold you back, Cancer. Nothing. And there you have it. That brings us to an end to your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it brings some relief, some clarity. If you need more, if you want more messages, if you want to go into depth, check out my website at iampureguidance.com. More than happy to give you a personal reading. And having said that, it is not Skype. They're not live readings. Once I receive your order, I do get back to you within 7 to 10 business days with a video recording, but it will be personalized, right? to your energy, to your specific situation, which, you know, you can share as much of details as you want to, totally up to you when you make that purchase. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next video, or perhaps in your personal reading. Thank you so much. Take care. I am pure guidance.